Your girl Tanya. We just here for you, here for it, here for the holidays. And I'm just gonna pop in here for a few minutes and talk to you about this is so loud, about the 7 days of Christmas and how this is manifestation season, and how you have a right to expect great and wonderful things for yourself at all times. And I'm just going to show you a few shortcuts. And one of the shortcuts is being able to assign a desire to, not a desire, but a purpose to the desire that you want, right? It has to have some sort of emotional connection to it, so that you can move it in the direction that you want it to land in, right? So, on the first day, we talked about your desires, about being able to post them up in the comments, being able to write out some of the things that you would want to do with the things that you wanted. After you got them, what were you going to do with it after that? And also being able to become very clear. Yesterday, we talked about clarity, and we want you to flesh out what it is that you want. We want you to be able to focus on that thing and be able to feel in your body the fact that this thing is ever present in your life. The fact that you have the desire, really, when you speak phonetically, it's a dream that you have to have already, the thing that you want the most had to have resonated inside of you. It had to come from someplace. You didn't just want it out of osmosis. It didn't just drop in your spirit. Some of the things that you wanted, you've been wanting for a very long time. So I just want you to get into the plane of creating or having deja vu all over again, right? And when you do that, you will put yourself in a better position. So, what we're doing for this 7 day of Christmas, and I think I told you yesterday that I woke up early yesterday and it came to me, listen, this whole season, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is that you are in the world, thanks for coming. I was telling you that this is the season for manifestation. So you'll notice in the title that I have today is the 7 days of group wealth manifestation. That is what it's all about. It's all about, the whole season is about manifestation. And it's not just Christmas. And it's not just one day. And it's not just the season. It is for your entire lifetime. So today, I want us to focus on purpose. Purpose. I want you to focus on not just that you're clear about what you want, not just that you know what it is that you want, not just that you planned about what you're going to do with it when it comes. If it's already here, you're rejoicing right now. And that you already have prepared a plan for that. Hopefully you wrote it in pencil, because all of your plans are laughable to God, right? So I want you now to focus on the purpose of the thing. And when you focus on the purpose of the thing, now you prioritize that thing. Now it's not just, okay, I want that house. I want that car. I want that job. I want that this. I want that. No, now it has a purpose. Now it has wheels on it. Now it has legs under it. And now it's for you to get really after it, because you have to get into the mindset of, I already have it. So what am I going to do with it now? I already have it. So what does that mean for me now? So the quickest way that I can tell you to do this is to ask yourself a question. What is the purpose of it? And every time you answer that question, I want you to ask, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of that? Right? Because you need to be able to ration down how it is and why it is you truly want what you want. And that's why I always say to you, what you really want is looking for you, but it's not the fact that what you're looking for is looking for you. It's where are they looking for you from? And it's looking for you from within. That's why there is so much truth to that term, that the answers are always within you, right? So the thoughts, very thoughts that you're having, who is observing those thoughts? Who is allowing them to come through? It's you. So I want you to get really, really deep about why it is that you want what you want. If it is not affiliated with a purpose for the betterment, for the transformation, for the impact, and for the empowerment of others, then you might want to focus on it a little bit more and figure out a way. Listen, you're not manipulating anything. You want to figure out a way for what it is that you want to be able to be of service to others, to be able to show up well for others, right? So, here's another set of questions that you would need to ponder, right? What purpose does what you want serve? Does it serve just you? Does it serve others? If the answer to the second question or the third question of others is, who is that others? Who are they? Where are they? What are they about? Why do they need what you have? And why are you, or do you have a place in your heart in order to give, right? Does it serve more than you? Does it serve more than your family? Does it serve more than your community? Because you are drawing from abundance, you should make sure that you are willing to give abundantly in the pursuit of this thing. Because the more you want to give, that's going to push the tide a little further into you, right? It's going to push it a little stronger into you because you're not just wanting to do it for yourself, you're wanting to do it for others as well. How does what you want feel? How does it make you feel? Will it help you or will it hinder you? And a lot of folks, we never take the time to think, maybe this is taking so long to get to me because if I get it in the wrong time, remember I said ask for it in the right time, at the right place, with the right resources and the right thing, right? So maybe it's not a good enough time for you to receive what you need. Maybe if I got it 5 years ago, I would have killed myself. Maybe if I got it last week, there would have been an incident that I wouldn't have been able to get out of, right? So, who does it help? Who is it hindering, right? And are those helps and hindrances serving a greater purpose? Put your passion, put your desire, put it in a box where you're able to ask the question, who am I helping? Who am I hindering by me desiring this thing? Next, for whose glory is it? Do you want it just to prove something to someone else? If it's to yourself, that's something different. But if you want to prove something to somebody else, if you want to thumb your nose at somebody else, that's not the right energy that you need. So we can shift that and move that out of the way very quickly by asking the question, how does this serve me well? And does it allow me to show up in the glory of God, in the glory of the Creator, in the glory of all the universe that's modeled after me? Am I going to show up in my absolute best doing doing this manifestation thing so that I can help others, or is it just for me to accumulate everything that I want and become a hoarder spiritually? There are spiritual hoarders, right? We talked about that yesterday without naming names, but when there are people who actually block their blessings, there are people who actually there are millions of dollars that are coming to them that they don't want, and it is your right, it is your divine right to say, listen, I know that you are abundant, and if there are people right now that have $1 million sitting at their door that they don't want, I'm ready to receive that. I'm not stealing. I'm just saying if you wanted to move it over this way. So that's what I wanted you to know as well. Ask yourself questions like, is this a desire that you would love to share? Meaning, if you got it, would you be willing to scream to the top of your lungs, to the top of the hills about what you got, or would you keep it to yourself? That's important because if the reason why you don't want to share it is out of embarrassment and shame, then why would the universe give you something that you're going to be ashamed of, right? So recognize, you better get out of that quick. And recognize that abundance comes to those who are ready to receive it. You want to brag on it. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't want to take you to McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's? Really? You can't even take me to McDonald's through the drive-thru? So you want to have a relationship with the desire that you want before you actually get it, because that's what happens when you date, right? When you date, you find out data, you get information so that you can move forward, or wherever you're going to go, right? And finally, you want to know, um, why it is that you would come that way. I already said that. All right, so what else? So let me give you an example of what that's like. All right. So remember, I want you to do this 7 times, and we do this in our business as well. But I want you to do this in this project as well because it's important. So let's say, for example, I want a car. So the question to ask is, for what? For what purpose does that serve for you to have a car right now? In the middle of a pandemic, to get away. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I want a car for what? To go where I need to go. Why is that important, or for what purpose? To get what I need. For what purpose? Because I like depending on myself. Oh, okay. So what is the purpose of that? Because I know how to shop for myself. Everybody doesn't know how to shop for me. I get that totally. Okay, so why? Why is that important to you? What is the purpose of that? Um, it's the purpose. The purpose is for me to feel better. Well, what's the purpose of that? Um, to be independent. You said that already. So why is it so important to you that you feel like you're independent? Because I know that when I show up well for myself, I show up well for others. And what's at the bottom of that list is the real reason why you want what you want. You want that car. You want the brand of car that you want. All of it is encapsulated in, you don't just want to show up for your clients and your customers. You don't just want to show up for that man or that woman that you want to be in a relationship with. You don't want to just show up in any kind of way. You want to show up being independent. You want to show up well. You want to show up in a vehicle that represents who you are, that you are top of the line, that you are high maintenance, and that when you show up bringing power, expertise, authority, and experience, years of experience. That's what that car represents to you. So I just want us to be very, very clear that your desire must have a depth to it. A depth to it. I said to it. So the way that you do that is you batten down the hatches and you get to the real reason why you want what you want. And guess what? If you're doing this, you already have shown up for yourself. So why do you need the car to do that? Hey, gifts. There's gifts to this. Whenever you show up in the right place at the right time with the right purpose and the right heart and the right state of being and state of mind, you are a blessing to others. So assign purpose to your desire. Be clear about what you desire, because what we're doing right now is giving you the stepping stones in order for you to step into that thing now. Not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. Every single day you should be manifesting. So, house cleaning, that's it. What you need to do is just be. What you need to do is follow through on the what is it, the complete game of life and how to play it. You need to be reading that every day. You need to be listening to the first 30 minutes of The Millionaire Next Door so you can get in frame of mind of what true wealth is. It has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with what? Independence. I didn't even write that on this paper. It has everything to do with independence. It has everything to do with options. It has everything to do with what is that term that they say in that book? I think it's called the all hell. strategy, which means if all hell breaks loose, you should be comfortable in knowing that you don't have to work another 12 years. So hell can blow up and take up the world for that amount of time, and you'll still be good because you'll always have what you need right there in front of you. And can I tell you, whether you have $5 in your bank account or minus five, whether you have 5 million in your account or 50,000, you are there right now. Because if you can perceive that, if you can wrap around your head, if you can wrap around your head that other people live like that, why can't you wrap around your head that you can be they? And matter of fact, you are they. So have purpose to your thing. Post up in the comments your takeaways from today, and also what you feel about your desires, because your desires have to have a depth to it. So I'll talk to you later on. I will be back for our group meditation, and it'll probably be around the 6 or 7 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time. I'm getting it together, y'all. Just gave it to me on Saturday. So I love you. Mwah! Have a great day of manifesting. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.